If you see over here, if you can see this is an eagle here. That is the Polish eagle. It's like the Americans have it. We have an American eagle. This is the Polish eagle, symbol of Poland. And it was smuggled out of Europe piece by piece and brought back over here. And it was donated to Plainview Jewish Center. So this is a very special Chanukiah, very special menorah that we light every year. And it reminds us that we always need to keep the light of Judaism burning, just like the people that brought this Chanukiah over to America. So I'm going to ask everybody to quickly, if you're able to, stand up at your seats. And Cantor Merrick's going to lead us in singing the bracha, the blessing, for the Hanukkah candles.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kideshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של חנוכה. אמן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שעשה ניסים לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה.
So I'm going to light the Hanukkah candles, but I forgot. Which candle should I light first? I don't remember. Which candle? I'm going to go to kids first, but if you guess, you guys know? Hudson, do you know? Which candle am I lighting first? The newest one. Which is the newest one? Want to come up here and point it? Come up here and point me to the newest one. Which one is it? It is that one, right. We're going to light the candle on the left first. We light the candles left to right. We put them in right to left. So show me where tomorrow night we're going to put a new candle where? Right there. Fantastic. I think you might think you're now going to be allowed to skip the first year of Hebrew school. Just kidding. Hey, while we're doing that, I'm going to turn things back over to Cantor Merrick for the Ma'ot Sur. Tov. Good about everybody to take a seat right now. Even the people standing against the wall, we do have chairs for you if you'd like. And Cantor Merrick's going to lead us in a few of our favorite Hanukkah songs.
Yeah. So can everybody hear me okay? Can't hear my mic so much. But finally, we have a good sound on the guitar. We got that solved. Please turn to the page where we have O Chanukah. It says the word Shalom on the bottom. So it's like the page before the last one, I think. O Chanukah. You ready? I want to hear good singing. O Chanukah, come alive in menorah. The table will give you a treat. Say we want to play and a lot case to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they will shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they will shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Let's do it one more time. One more time, just the first part. Oh Hanukkah, Kamelah, the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Get around the table, we'll give you a treat. Everyone can play and a lot gets to eat. While we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night, they will shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night, they will shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Stay on the same page, and if you look to your, can you hear me? Okay, the guitar. I think my mic needs to be stronger. That's better? I turn it down. Anyway, take a look at the right-hand side on the same page. There is one of the cutest songs for Hanukkah, and it's Spanish. Ocho Candelicas. A very cute song. So, obviously, it was written in Spain when the Jewish people used to live there. Okay? Now, the chorus goes like this. Watch. Very easy. Una candelicas, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelicas para mí. So this is the whole thing. This is the chorus. And we're going to repeat it a few times. Okay, here we go. So let's try it. You can count. Kids, you can all count with your fingers all our 8 candles of Hanukkah. Let's try. Ready? Una candelica, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelicas para mí. Here comes the first verse. Much fiesta for fazer. Actually, the first verse is on top. Hanukkah linda está aquí. Ocho candelas para mí. Hanukkah linda está aquí. Ocho candelas para mí. Ready? Let's count. And una candelica, dos candelicas, single beat. Tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelicas para mí. Let's try one more verse. I want to hear some singing. I don't hear anybody. Muchas fiestas vou fazer, con alegrias vai placer. Mucha fiesta vou fazer, con alegrías y placer. Let's try to count and go. And una candelica, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelicas para mí. Let's do dreidel, dreidel. Let's go back. Go back to the second page. And we have both. We have dreidel, and next to it we have sevivon, sof, sof, sof. So let's do both of them. Second page. Here we go. I have a little dreidel. Are you ready? I want to hear some singing here. Here we go. I have a lyric, I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play, oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's oh dreidel I shall play. It has a lovely body, with legs so short and thin, and when it gets so tired, it drops and then I win. Oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. It has a lovely body, with legs so short and thin, and when it gets so tired, it drops and then I win. Oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. One more verse, one more verse. My dreidel is always playful, it loves to dance and spin. A happy game of dreidel, come play now, let's begin. Oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. There's one more verse, take a look at the other column. One person spins the dreidel, and when they're spinning through, the dreidel drops with one side up and tells you what to do. Nun means you get nothing, Gimel means you win, Hey means you get off the pot, and Shin you put one in. Oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. Oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. Right next to it's a Bivon, sof, sof, sof. And that's the one I grew up in Israel. We didn't grow up on the dreidel song, but we did grow up on the Sevivon, sof, sof, sof. Sevivon, ready? Sevivon, sof, sof, sof. Hanukkah, Uchayatov, Hanukkah, Uchayatov, Sevivon, sof, sof, sof. חג השמחה הוא לעם נס גדול היה שם, נס גדול היה שם חג שמחה הוא לעם. one more time. סביבון סוף 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 חנוכה הוא חג טוב, חנוכה הוא חג טוב, סביבון סוף 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 חג השמחה נס גדול היה שם, נס גדול היה שם חג שמחה כולם. Yes. Yeah, whatever you want. So you're gonna do something? Okay.
Thank you very much, Ken and Mary, for leading us in Hanukkah songs. Really appreciated everyone participating and singing. I've got one more Hanukkah. This is my new favorite Hanukkah song I learned this year. I want to share it with you. It's based on a book, and you can see the cover on the top. It is called "I Know an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Dreidel." So here we go. I know an old lady who swallowed a dreidel, a Hanukkah dreidel she thought was a bagel. Perhaps it's fatal. I know an old lady who swallowed some oil, a pitcher of oil, about ready to boil. She swallowed the oil to wash down the dreidel, a Hanukkah dreidel she thought was a bagel. Perhaps it's fatal. I know an old lady who swallowed some latkes. 5 platters of latkes. hot from the potkes. She swallowed the latkes to fry the oil that bubbled and tumbled but ready to boil. She swallowed the oil to wash down the dreidel. A Hanukkah dreidel she thought was a bagel. Perhaps it's fatal. I know an old lady who swallowed some sauce, some smooth applesauce she downed in a toss. She swallowed the sauce to sweeten the latkes. She swallowed the latkes to fry in the oil. That bubbled and boiled but ready to boil. She swallowed the oil to wash down the dreidel. A Hanukkah dreidel she thought was a bagel. Perhaps it's fatal. I know an old lady who swallowed some brisket. That is brisket. That is brisket. Second here. A 20-ton brisket. She thought she could risk it. She swallowed the brisket to soak in the sauce. She swallowed the sauce to sweeten the latkes. She swallowed the latkes to fry in the oil that bubbled and doubled about ready to boil. She swallowed the oil to wash down the dreidel. A Hanukkah dreidel she thought was a bagel. Perhaps it's fatal. I know an old lady who swallowed some gelt, a mine full of gelt, before it could melt. She swallowed the gelt to full of brisket. She swallowed the brisket to soak in the sauce. She swallowed the sauce to sweeten the latkes. She swallowed the latkes to fry in the oil that bubbled and tumbled about ready to boil. She swallowed the oil to wash down the dreidel, a Hanukkah dreidel she thought was a bagel. Perhaps it's fatal. I know an old lady who swallowed a menorah, a humongous menorah, while we danced the hora. She swallowed the menorah that stood near the gelt. She swallowed the gelt to follow the brisket. She swallowed the brisket to soak in the sauce. She swallowed the sauce to sweeten the latkes. She swallowed the latkes to fry in the oil that bubbled and doubled and but ready to boil. She swallowed the oil to wash down the dreidel. A Hanukkah dreidel she thought was a bagel. Perhaps it's fatal. I know an old lady who swallowed some candles. 8 skyscraping candles were all she could handle. She swallowed the candles to lit the menorah that stood near the gelt, that followed the brisket, that soaked in the sauce, that sweetened the latkes, that fried in the oil, that washed down the dreidel. A Hanukkah dreidel she thought was a bagel. And then... Perhaps, whoops. It wasn't fatal. Happy Hanukkah to everybody. At this time, I'd like to invite a couple of very important people to share some thoughts with us. First is our president of Plainview Jewish Center, Bruce Heimowitz.
Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you, Cantor Merrick. I just want to say a couple of words. Happy Hanukkah. This is a great time of year, very festive. Starting off with Thanksgiving and moving on to Hanukkah, then the end of the year, secular New Year's. But I just want to wish from the Board of Trustees and the officers and the rest of the congregation, happy Hanukkah and Chag Sameach to everyone here this evening. And I'd like to thank you all for coming, stopping in, and being here. We have some refreshments that are outside. And when we go outside, we're going to be lighting the honorary Mickey Medwood menorah. So please stay as we do that lighting as well. And again, happy Hanukkah to all. Thank you.
And speaking of the Mickey Medwood Memorial Menorah, it is my pleasure to invite Eileen Brooks, representing the entire family, to come up and share with us a few words.
Good evening, everybody, and I'm very happy to see you all here. In a few minutes, we're going to be going outside, and you'll be looking up to the top of the building where there's a beautiful menorah. That menorah has been here for many years. It was a gift to our temple when my husband passed away. He was a very young dad, and it was very, very sad. And we had 3 children, all went to Hebrew school here, were bar and bat mitzvahed here. We used to love getting together, lighting the candles, singing songs, playing dreidel, eating latkes, much of what I'm sure you all do in your homes with your family. And after he died, we wanted to do something special, find a special way to remember him. And we came up with this beautiful menorah that would be here forever, that could be lit every year, and every year when we light it, it's a special way of remembering him. So I'm happy that you all could be here tonight, and we're going to go outside, I guess, in a few minutes and light the menorah, and I know that he's looking down, and he's very happy that we're doing this all together. Thank you.
Thank you, Eileen. Mickey's memory always shines bright here at PJC, but never brighter than on the night that we formally light the Medwood menorah. So please listen carefully. In a couple minutes, I'm going to dismiss you by class, and anybody else who's not in a class can just follow along. We're going to stand outside in the area that is straight out the door. Turn around, that's the best view of the Medwood menorah. We're all there. We're going to light the menorah. And then we have sufganiyot and hot chocolate available. You can take them to go. If you want, you can come back here and eat them. That's entirely up to you. We want to wish everybody once again happy Hanukkah. And we're going to start with the Vav class. Vav class can go first. And while Vav is going, we can have Hey go too. Hey class next. Okay, Hey class next. Okay, and again, it's taking everybody a minute or two to get their coats on, so just hang on a second. Hey, Gimel class is going anyway, so we might as well call them. And we'll invite everybody else to follow behind the Gimel class.